Hello, and welcome to another week of your favorite internet show. I mean,
Bold.
if this is not everybody's favorite internet show, I don't know what it is. I mean, what would it be? That should be the fourth question. If this would not be, but we're not going to do this because now,
No more
otherwise, we would have to
questions.
re-record like 130 other episodes.
We're not
I
doing
don't.
that.
I really don't have time for this. I mean, why do you come up with things like that, Jess? I mean, seriously.
Sorry. Anyway, back
Anyways,
to the intro.
back to the intro. Well, we haven't even started with the intro yet, but we have a new friend and a new guest for this week. And our guest for this week is Kata. Kata, welcome to the show. As you can
Hello,
see,
thank
we're
you.
all super focused and professional here. So
Of course.
please chime in and give us a super focused and professional intro of yourself.
Alrighty. Yeah, my name is Katha. I'm from Düsseldorf in Germany, and I'm a data analytics consultant. Very brief. Any more information that is needed, or for now?
That was brief. I mean, we can get through the three questions of the podcast in probably under 2 minutes with these kinds of answers.
I mean, it's not a race, but
Oh no, I
we
can
could do
answer
so much more
longer
episodes
if
if
you
they would
want.
all be like 2 minutes instead of 15.
Tell us a little more about yourself. Just a smidge.
Yeah.
But don't tell us your
so-
favorite data thing, your favorite non-data thing, and your favorite food just yet.
Okay.
But
I mean,
anything else.
I'm also a fitness and yoga instructor.
Okay.
I will tell more about it later because, I mean, it
Oh,
has to
spoiler
do with
alert.
one of my favorite things.
Food. Knew it.
Yeah, and I also am a big fan of traveling. So whenever I don't work, I try to travel around the world. I did a 1-year trip 3 years ago before starting my current job. And I think it's still one of the best experiences in my life. So I highly, highly recommend it.
Nice. I love that.
I'm really questioning my life choices at this point. Like, not so far, not in the not so far past. I was in a taxi with another speaker going to Fabric February, and they told me, "Well, I just came back from a 2-month vacation. Here we have Kata. Well, I went on a 1-year vacation. I mean, what am I doing wrong? Where did I go wrong, Jess?"
Technically, I just came back from a 3-week vacation, but I'm struggling to remember it right now.
3 weeks is fine. 3
Okay.
weeks is
Just
perfectly
longer is
fine.
that.
And
Okay.
one of the reasons I'm saying that is that I'm going on a 3-week vacation next month. But
Perfect. It's good for
Still.
us.
I mean, if anybody really earned and deserved it, it's us.
It's true.
My
We work
question is
hard.
still being, where did we go wrong that we didn't get 2 months or even a year?
I mean, you can.
Mhm.
Can we
Yeah.
though? Can
Will
we?
you
I would hope.
run that past my wife?
Well, I would assume that she'd be coming with you, but
Well, she would, but I guess there might be some questions around funding.
Yeah.
well, I have great news for you, Jess.
Okay.
Kata will be a data grown. Kels will be a data grown. They can work it out.
Love this.
But
This
where
is a
does it
great
leave
plan.
me? Oh man. This
You could
is
carry our bags.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you. Speaking of, I mean, seriously, Jess, we're going to have a talk later on. But
Sorry.
hey, Kata, what's your favorite data thing?
I would say 100% data visualization and storytelling. Like I could look at nice and clever, put together visualizations, reportings, data stories, whatever, all day long. Like I have a big collection, like with screenshots and templates and whatever. So I get like, I would say, nerdy joy out of looking at those things.
Nerdy joy. I think that should be a T-shirt or at least a sticker. Let's
I was going to say I've had that feeling before.
Yeah, I think there's like something, I don't know, maybe even magical about like how to turn raw data into something that people understand or even inspires them. Yeah, and I think it's like a mixture kind of art and science. So it's kind of both. And I always describe my job when I analyze data, visualize data, as like a detective and an artist. So like the detective part is like the data analysis. So where I look into patterns, I look into anomalies. My goodness. And then the artist is like the creative part. So like crafting the story, look how to visualize the data. And I think that's what makes it really interesting. And luckily, I can say I enjoy every day that I work.
That's cool. I think this is why I really struggle with data visualization, is because I love the detective part, I love the science part, and I have zero creative artistic talent. So I'm like, oh, this is going to be so great. And then it's like a stick person. And I'm like, close.
But it's also like
Let me hand you
very
some crayons.
overwhelming.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, there's so many different ways how you can visualize things. Like even the chart types, when I sometimes look at what chart types are available, I'm like, okay, what do I choose? So yeah, I get it. But it's also like, I think practice makes it better. So I think there's a little bit of an artist in all of us.
Okay. I like that.
Maybe Kata can come up with a couple of data about her 1-year trip, and then turn that into a very nice story, which can then be used to convince you know who that.
You know.
I mean, I'm still wondering where that leaves me, besides carrying your bags. But
Well, I will say, in the planning of this 3-week holiday, there was a PowerPoint presentation. So I'm not against
a PowerPoint
visualizations.
Interesting, because when it comes to planning vacations, I'm totally Team Excel.
Well, this needed some more. It needed more graphics. It needed maps. It needed pictures of animals. There was decisions to be made, so the PowerPoint was kind of helping that.
I see how it is.
It was like
Where did that
seals or
vacation go?
penguins. It went well. Yeah, it went well. My wife was at work all day one Saturday, and she was like, "Will you please plan this part of our trip and work out where we're going to go?" Because we knew we were flying in and flying. Or actually, we didn't even know that. We knew we were going to be there for a week. Where should we go? And so I did. I planned it all out, and I was like, well, we could either do this or we could do this. And then I presented it to her when she got home from work, and she was like, yep, this is 100% nerd, just what I expected. But like you said, that nerd joy, right? Taking data, presenting it, not as beautifully as you would, but it
Did
got the
you
job done.
slightly influence the decisions by making a couple of, I want to say, animals look more fun in that PowerPoint, maybe?
I don't know.
Because
But
see,
I mean,
this is the thing. My Excel super non-biased.
but does your Excel have yellow-eyed penguins?
I mean,
No.
it was
And with the
about
animations,
a
they're
trip
gonna,
to the
pop
East
up,
Coast, so there's no penguins that even live there.
Ah.
So I don't
Sucks
know.
for you.
Sucks for the
Where
penguins.
did you go that you saw penguins?
New Zealand and Australia.
Oh, okay.
So
That was also one of my highlights.
Hopefully, I saw
on my trip.
penguins. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Where will you
There's
have
some time
had
traveling
gone,
happening, But anyway, before we get sidetracked, so back to the questions. What's your favorite non-data thing?
I mean, there are multiple things, but I would say one of my top 3 is fitness and health, also related to
Okay.
my side job as a fitness and yoga instructor. And I think it's like the perfect addition to like a mostly or like 100% seated job. Unless, I don't know, I'm presenting something and I'm standing up for like half an hour or longer. But it's also like a kind of good mixture. And also, since I teach mostly in offices, so at the moment I'm teaching at a few companies. I teach yoga, and mostly these people wouldn't go to a normal yoga studio. So there are a lot of stereotypes around like fitness, health, yoga, etc. And it's also very rewarding to directly see week by week how like the movement patterns improve and how the general health of my clients improve. And it's a different reward than what I get in my data analytics job. I also love when people use my dashboards and everything, but yeah, it's a better reward, I would say, to see people's health actually improving. And I would also say that fitness and health in general had a big influence in my life. For example, when I started with my fitness journey, I was in kind of a bad place. Like I had an eating disorder, and fitness really helped me to get out of it. So it taught me like to apply kind of discipline and also follow a plan and do hard things you could say, and to
Yeah.
strive to become better and better with every workout. And you can really apply those principles to life. And then when yoga came as another component, it was like a good addition between like this stricter fitness and health and like the gym and moving things around, and then the kind of more flowy bit with yoga. And it's also a bit like my data analytics job, like the analysis part being more the like stricter part, and then the yoga as the creative flowy component. So I think I always need those two components together in my life.
Yeah,
to
that's awesome.
function.
I
Yeah.
love that. I feel like, I know me and Ben have talked about this before, but like fitness and exercise it's like a massive boost for mental health too, right? Like I always feel better if I've
Yes.
done something physical, and yeah, it's a good add to the day for sure.
Yeah,
Nice.
I mean, you
That's
never
awesome.
feel worse. Even like my
True.
motivation sometimes is like non-existent, and I'm like, oh, I
Mhm.
still need to go to the gym, but I always feel better. I mean, there's so many studies, like you always release dopamine whenever you move. So yeah, and we all know that we should move more, but it's still sometimes hard to actually do.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Agreed.
And all that
Agreed.
moving makes me very hungry though.
That is a good. See, I'll just leave it at that. Hey, Kata, what's your favorite food?
The good thing about doing a lot of exercise is you can eat more.
Mhm.
The
And
sole reason why Jess and I ever move at all.
Additional calories.
oh yeah, that's also like sometimes my motivation to actually then go to the gym or do bouldering or whatever. Like, what can I eat after?
Yep.
Yeah, I would say, I mean, my favorite food without the S at the end, so just one food. Oh, that's very hard.
Good.
I mean,
Good
I,
reading of
I
the question.
I'd say around maybe 30% of my daily thoughts are around food. And I never leave the house
We're
without
gonna
any
be
snacks.
friends. Yes, thank you. Almost
Like in
6
all
snacks.
bags. Yeah, on all bags that I have, there's always at least one snack.
Good
Mostly
to know.
one salty and one sweet. So I can choose between both or eat them both together.
Yeah, I was
And
slightly confused when you said choose between, but then you fixed that. So
yeah, it's mostly I eat both. Like sometimes I start with sweet and then salty and then sweet again. And sometimes the other way around. And also one of my favorite podcasts is about food. And I always ask their guests like their favorite menu. And I created mine a while back, but I think it would take a lot of time to actually read this out. So my favorite food, back to the question. I mean, things that I could always eat is ramen, especially since I was in Japan and also in Düsseldorf where I live. Luckily, we have the biggest Japanese population outside of Japan in Europe. So there are a lot of Japanese restaurants. So ramen is, I think I could always eat ramen. Maybe not for breakfast, but
Breakfast
definitely.
ramen. It's got eggs in,
why
right?
not for breakfast?
Yeah, come
I don't know.
on.
I never tried, but maybe.
I'm not kidding you. So, on my vacation, that's going to be next month, as we've learned earlier on this show, I'm going to have ramen for breakfast every single day for 3 weeks straight.
There we go.
Amongst
Are you
other
going to
things, not
Japan?
just ramen, but
So are you going to Japan?
well, I was going to say, unfortunately not. We're going to the Maldives, which is not that much worse.
What a
So,
shame.
yeah, I know it is
I
what it is.
hate it when that happens.
Someone's got to do it for the team.
Nice.
But
Yeah,
my point
ramen.
being, ramen for breakfast, perfectly acceptable. However, I do have follow-up questions. Which broth are we taking with those ramen?
I mean, I love miso ramen, but that's difficult. I love them all, to be honest.
Fair.
Also
All right, and what
spicy.
goes into the ramen besides the broth and the noodles, of course? Which condiments are we
100% an egg, like the egg with the kind of runny yolk. Also, I love the pork slice. And bamboo I like. And sometimes I opt for the karagi version, like the fried chicken in it as well.
I mean, it was a test question. You failed twice, but
Oh no!
Not for me. I'm in. Pork, chicken, count me in. I'm on my way.
I'll
Yeah.
allow it.
I mean, I'm not allowed to mention more foods, right?
No.
You are not. Those are the rules. But you can tell me about them at Data Grilling. So
Because I have a
I
long
look forward
list.
to it.
True.
Great.
Which is also very soon. I mean,
It is very soon.
It is very soon after I come back from my vacation. Let's say that.
Perfect.
Amazeballs. I think with that, we're already at time. I don't know how that happened. Magic.
Oh, wow.
Time travel. I mean, there was some
Guys,
time
when you're
travel
having
involved in
fun.
this episode.
That was.
There is that.
Perfect.
And with that, Kata, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Jess.
Thank you so
and
much.
we see you all in 2 weeks for our Christmas of the Spring episode, which will be the Easter episode.
Wonderful.
Spring.
Because
Thanks,
that's what
folks.
people call it. Bye.
Bye.